What is up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyrwargames, and I'm bringing to you guys, as to what you can see, a wicked Guil deck. So, as it's probably like many ways you can call this deck, probably like wicked Guilmon, just, you know, Millennium on Guil, Guil Millennium, like lots of different ways. The idea of the deck though is that if you've seen the combo video here on the channel, is that you're utilizing the Gilmon, the new current Gilmon package within the Millennium on deck to pull off some really nice one mini stack combos to get in set up your Wicked God plays. So again, if you haven't seen the combo for that, I do advise going here on the channel, having a look at that, because it shows you not only how you can utilize this in this deck, but also how you can utilize it in Digimon as well, as Mugen Guil is also a thing that's going around. I've been doing a lot of testing with this deck, and it is so much fun, so much more powerful. And between the Gilmon package as well as the new promo, there again, I've also been testing in the deck. Like, it's just the deck went from like tier 3, just, you know, locals fun, to now like potential competitive play in my personal opinion. It's so strong, and it's like, if it sets off, it's very hard to stop. So before I get into the profile, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below, ding that notification bell, because if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. All of the support is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into Wicked Guil. So I'm going to go through the Gilmon package first. I say that because I will be talking about the one level 6 tech that utilize before I even get to level 6s and 7s, as I normally do in my normal profiles. This just so you can see how small, quote unquote, the package is. And then you flood the rest of your deck with the Wicked package, and as well as any other things to make the deck work a little bit smoother. So for my egg of choice, I've gone for the promo Gigimon. On delete, get a Guilmon or Gallant name from trash to hand. This is just your way to recur your level 4s back into your hand, so you can use them for more discard foddering effects. Also, you can set up your next stack if you need to as well. The cool thing with this in this deck is that you can do like mini Guil loops if you feel like you're not seeing the Wicked package enough. So that's another potential little playstyle you can do in the deck now, thanks to the package. But I rarely do that kind of like play, because the Guil engine is so small. You're not going to be able to loop probably as effectively or as long and as a normal Guil loop kind of like deck does, because we're obviously not playing like the War Grouse and that kind of thing. Our level 3s are much more smaller than the standard build. So if you don't own Promo Gigimon though, I'll just advise just playing EX2 Gigimon. If you swing with a Guilmon name, draw a card, or you can just play any other Gigias, essentially. The egg is not as important. If anything, if you do choose to play red egg, your choice in boosts and trainings could change, and then you can like make that a bit more effective. But the way I kind of like built it is that it all flows through the purple, and then you can get the most consistency from that, as you'll see in a bit. For the rookies, obviously we're playing like the best rookie now for Guilmon, which is the BT21. On play, trash a Guil family name to draw 2 or a hero trait, and then on delete, gain a memory. Just flows so nicely in the deck, just gives you that much more consistency, as well as having that on delete, meaning that your Wicked God play is just much more cost effective in terms of memory. The other best Guilmon, believe it or not, in this deck at least, is BT5 Guilmon. On delete, by an effect, gain a memory. You play this back off your Guilmon X on delete effect, and then you can just like delete it with your Cameramon. Again, if you've seen the combo videos, you'll know fully well how effective it is in terms of memory gain. This just allows you to pull memory back if you really need to. However, you can just spawn this Guilmon and just get some more draw consistency before you delete it. The last Guilmon we play is the Wash Guilmon, one Wash Guilmon. If you don't want to play Wash Guilmon, you can play Guilmon X. In thinking, I might change this to the Guilmon X just to give that free extra draw. And sometimes there's points where like you may be missing like a growl piece, so you can just like worst case scenario drop this, trash one, draw two. If you still haven't got it, go into Guilmon X, draw one, and then search. Obviously, yeah, you will be bottom decking your Wicked God pieces, so you just have to pick the timing. So like, I got all my Wicked God pieces now, so if I bottom deck those, I'm not too much of a hassle. Moving to level 4s, the next, the best Guilmon is also from BT21. On play on Digimob, delete zone 4000 notes if you don't, you mill 2, and then on delete gain the memory. Nice way to remove floodgates if you needed to. And if you do choose to play Guilmon X, you could potentially just get a nice free memory out of it. And then the next best, well, the best Guilmon is obviously Guil X. This card is absolutely stupidly good and probably deserves to get hit on the next ban list. It can join his other fellow brothers in the level 4 X antibody line on the limited list. This card's absolutely amazing though. It's literally what makes the deck, the combo work. I literally scoured all level 4 purples in the game, and literally nothing does what this card does for you. Draw on Digivolve, draw one, trash one. If you have ground one, X or X antibody in your sources, you gain the effect on delete, play a Guilmon name from trash without paying the cost. The inherent is if you delete Digimon gain a memory. That effect never really comes off because the only way you're going to be deleting Digimon in your Evo line is when you're also deleted, so you do miss the timing seeing the Digimon being deleted. That fact though, it spawns you back a level 3 fodder, that's purple for your Chimera effect. It's just what makes this engine so strong in this deck. It's absolutely phenomenal. The last part of the Guilmon package is the one level 6 I'm playing, which is the 1 copy of Pro Megalopmon. It's just a nice rush, second rush target for game. There's times where I've actually pulled off a play to get myself back into the game where I've on-played this, deleted my opponent's thing, do a quick swing, or if I don't delete something, just gain a free memory. But I do a quick swing, it lives, and I just evolve it into a Zed Millennium on. And I'm just like, yep, no, cool. I'm back, you know, top deck my opponent's cards and that kind of thing, remove another body. Like, there's things that you can do that, or I just evolved it into a Millennium on. So, like, I've had the promo option in play, played this, killed something, swing, evolve into a Millennium on, kill another thing, option card, kill Millennium on, play Zed or Moon, and go back from there, like, and then bottom deck and play Millennium on. Like, there's things that you can just do like that in this deck, which is absolutely fantastic. And you can even use this to trigger your own Millennium one if you need to, like, recycle him and, like, replay him just to remove more bodies, just to clear off the field. This deck is so good at just clearing off bodies when it starts actually doing its thing. And it's just so strong. It's so good. I really do like this deck. Like, I hope this package doesn't get hit, but I also understand that this package does need to get hit. Hoping that it doesn't get hit is just literally from personal bias. I just obviously love Guilmon so much, and I'm so glad that it's actually doing something in the meta, but I can completely understand it's now doing too much in the meta, and it does need to get a tad nut. Continuing in the last level 4, I'm still taking 1 copy Shademon from BT19. I'm still trying out Nene as my Memseta tamer. So I'm just taking in the 1 Shademon just to get that little bit of consistency. I can cross it for free memory. It's a nice way to just, you know, play this, get some search, and if they do kill this, you know, you spawn your tamer for free. It's just a nice way to get a free tamer for mem setting. And the Nene is very nice for the digicrossing. Sometimes you want to digicross your well, a lot of times you do want to digicross your Millennium when he respawns himself, because you want to get that attack redirection. So being able to Nene back the pieces. Oh god, I might as well just put Nene here. I'm playing 2 copies of Nene to go with it. This is my Nene package, I guess. But yeah, it's just a nice small little thing. Nene is just a nice mem setter, as well as just, you know, getting those free materials underneath when you replay your Millennium one. But I can see the idea of actually replacing this completely and putting in the new analog man, because when you do spawn your Machinedramon, you can then just tap the analog man to draw one gain of memory, and just gain 3 extra memory and 3 extra consistency off your Machinedramon being played. So there is merits to that as well. So I'm still testing the waters, just seeing how it goes, you know, but I'm really happy with how like the current build is working. Moving into level 5, so we're playing one level 5, and that is 4 copies of BT90 Chimeramon. This is just now the best Chimeramon. Currently, as long as this package still breathes, this is the best Chimeramon. Like, this does so much for you in terms of removing your opponent's boards, spoiling back the Machinedramon before you start to go off, start climbing from there. It just does so much for you in terms of saving. And setup. Like, it's just absolutely fantastic. I really wanted to try and fit the other Chimeramon in, or another Chimeramon to have like 5 Chimeras, because there's points where you just are missing a Chimeramon, where for you to just do like a quick Digicross into a Millenniumon just to get yourself into the game. But there's just not so much, there's no room, there's just like, I don't want to play in that style of going to the other Chimeramon, playing the machine, kill the Chimera and do the cross, because that just uses up so much memory that I don't want to give that. I say that, and then I'm also saying, you know, like, oh, just do a quick Digicross into a Millennium one, well, like, that costs 10 memory, but at least you're level 7. You're level 7, you deleted a body, and if they do kill you, so long as they are deleting you and not like de-digivolving you or bouncing you, you're coming back because you just bottom deck and you just respawn yourself. So you become like a sticky floater. I don't know, maybe there is ways I can fit it in. If I do go to 2 analog man here, I can then replace this with the 5th Chimera, then like still have that potential play if it does come up. But yeah, but like, this is the Chimeramon that you now want to use. It's so fantastic. Moving on to machines for the other level 6s, we're playing 4 copies of the BT18 Machinedramon, the best Machinedramon still, you know, on delete. Chimeramon field and Machine and Trash made DNA, and then we're still taking in 1 copy of the BT19 machine. This is just your 5th machine, so you can keep floating back your Millenniumon more effectively, as well as getting that redirection inherent whenever you play back your Millenniumon. But there are, it hasn't come up for me so far, but I can still understand that it could come up. If this dies, and this is like, you just still need to just get rid of a body, you can just float into this Machinedramon, kill the level 5 body, and then you just have like a level 6 on your board. Which doesn't sound like much, but then you can at least just digivolve it into Millenniumon if you need to. So like, if you need to delete something, you don't need to digivolve anything. Use this, do your combo, float into this kills something, evolve into level 7 for 4. Like, and you still have your redirection, you still have your floating, you still have your level 7 in play. Like, you still set everything up. You just haven't DNA'd. That's the only thing, you just haven't done a DNA. Speaking of the Millennium one, we are playing 4 copies of Millennium one. You know, like, this card's absolutely fantastic. I love this card so much. On play, on Digivolve, delete a Digimon, and then if you did DNA, you top deck from levels 3 to 7 your opponent's trash to the top of the deck, and then you gain a memory for each one you did. And then you can just, you know, because you do DNA, you just, as long as you keep the turnover to you, which in the combo you can quite effectively thanks to Guil package. You know, you just do a quick swing, you know, 2 jacks, you know, and you got your redirection, and then you go combo off with a new option card, which we'll get to later. For the actual Wicked Gods, we're playing 2 copies of Moon, 2 copies of Zed. These cards are absolutely fantastic because, you know, how easily we get these onto the board now. So like, you'll see in the new option a bit later on, but these cards are absolutely bonkers now thanks to the new option card. Like, they're bonkers and just because of like what they do, but now because it was like difficult to get into these, like, most people haven't really like experienced on how actually strong they are in play. But thanks to how easily we can now get these guys on the board, like, I'm doubling up on these every time I'm like playing. Like, there's moments where I kill 1 level 7 and I'm spawning 3 back. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, I'm getting 2 Moons, a Moon Z and Millennium. Like, I'm just getting so many bodies on the board that my opponent's just like, bruh, like, how is level 7 so easy to spam? I'm like, Well, it's the end of the world. I'm playing the end of the world. Deal with it. You're going to hell. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. It's so good. But yeah, so I'm playing 2 copies of each because you do need to see these guys. If you don't see a Wicked God, like, your option's just not that great. It's still consistency, as we'll get to in a minute, but like, it's just, you know, not as effectively strong as what it could be if you don't have a Wicked God somewhere in your hand or trash. But speaking of the new option card, 4 copies of the Wicked God emerges. Like, literally, I was going to a locals on the past Monday as of recording this, and I was going to play Mugen Guil, but then, like, we all signed up, we're all getting our promo packs for entry, and it was these, and I'm like, I need them. And I was literally just handed all 4 copies for free by my mates at locals, so big shout outs to all of you guys there, thank you so much. I was like, well, I gotta play this now. So completely did a deck swap, and then it was like my first day testing it, and it was so good. This and this fix this deck. Like, ultimately fix this deck. If this goes to 1, I'll probably still play this, and like, just, you know, every time I use promo Gigimon, just get Guil Growl X back. Like there's just like, this card though is absolutely phenomenal. So if you don't know what this card does, it's my first profile showing off this card effectively. Main, for free memory, trash a card with composite or Wicked God trait in your hand to draw 2, then place this into the battle area. End of all turns, delay. By deleting 1 of your Millennium, you may play a Wicked God trait Digimon card from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Securities, just activate this card's main effect. This card is bonkers. Like, absolutely insane. Like, I literally keep wanting to tech in the old Millennium from like BT2 to just get a free bot deck when digivolving, and then just trigger it off this and just spawn it back. Like, literally, I've wanted to up Millennium to 5 just because on how good this card is. It's absolutely insane. Getting your free moon or Zed is just phenomenal. In the right matchups, getting free moons is just literally changing the game from I could have won this to I have now won this game. Like, you're just not winning now. Like, it is absolutely insane. This card is phenomenal in this deck, and it literally turns this deck from nothing to something. We're still taking 1 copy though of the Wicked God Descends. I rarely actually use this card. I think the only reason I now have this in the deck is because it's a pre-release stamp. I was like, no, I gotta keep using it, man. Like, I've never really played this card, but I can see there's times where you want to play it. If anything, if I do bump this down to Analog Man and the other Chimera there's probably more merits to this, as you just keep trashing your machine. You go up into the Chimera so long as you keep turn. Call Wicked God Descends, play back the Machine Dramon, kill the Chimera, do your DNA. It costs a bit more memory to do so. It will cost you 7 memory, but at least you set up the Millennium you pull some memory back. You've got a free level 3 out of it, as you won't need to delete your level 3, and then you've got your protection option in live play. Like, there's merits to it, so there'll probably just be a bit more testing, but I do like to have the 5 option cards. Because the Wicked God emerges says trash a composite or Wicked God card, you can actually just trash the Wicked God Descents and other copies of itself, as they are Wicked God traits. So there is merit to that as well. The second best option card in the deck is 2 copies of Revive from Darkness. This is your other part of the combo. It is a shame that you do need to go outside of archetypes to get the full combo, but this card is absolutely disgustingly good. If you haven't seen the combo video, do advise watching it, as this is literally how you're going to turn your level 4 Guilmon into a literally Millennium. This card's absolutely busted. You need to have this card in the deck at least at 2 copies. You could bump it up to 3 if you really needed to. I just tried to find space for other techs in the deck just to make this deck a bit more consistent. For consistency, we're playing 3 copies of Wisdom Training. These used to be Garnet members, but I wanted to have an option to search my options. Like, literally, that's the main reason I put this in the deck. over Garnet Memboost, as arguably Garnet Memboost is the better consistency card, as it's hitting every Digimon in the deck except Millennium, whereas Wisdom Training is hitting everything in the deck in terms of Digimon wise except for your Guilmon and your Millennium, as Millennium is red-black, which in some cases could say, well, that's worse to play this over Garnet because you need to see Millennium, but I feel like I want to play this because it's only looking at top 2, so it's going to have a less percentage chances of actually hitting a Millennium. But it also gets you my Revive from Darkness, which is literally part of the combo, and I need to see that card to do the combo effectively. So that's why I've gone for 3 copies of Wisdom Training. But again, if you want to play the Garnet Members because Digimon are more important to you in terms of you and your personal playstyle, then go for it. Both of them are really good. Both of them are perfectly valid for the deck. But again, it all just depends on what your actual target is. 1 copy of Calling from Darkness, because sometimes you just need to get pieces back to your hand. And then the only other tamer in the deck we're playing is 3 copies of Analog Youth. This is just your other form of consistency. It's getting the cards in the trash like your Machine Dramons and your Wicked Gods, as well as putting you extra memory and extra free hatch when you're doing your combo. But that, guys, is the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below how you're playing Wicked Gods. Are you playing it with the Guilmon package? Are you playing it with just the pure standard package of like Gazzies, Deltamons, etc, etc? Or are you playing a Dover package? Like, I keep looking at the Argamon line, I'm like, they have on-delete gain of memory. Like, that is tempting. But yes, leave your comments down below what you are doing with Wicked Gods. I would love to hear and see what you guys are up to. But yes, I love this deck so much. Like, I loved it before, but now it's just like, I love this deck because it's actually winning. And it's winning consistently. Like, I haven't really lost that many games so far. It's absolutely phenomenal. In order testing in the locals I've been to and that kind of thing. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. So again, leave your comments down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling.